What's up? Your open sign's off.
Shower's off?
Yeah, I got you. I think she's looking for paint, to be honest with you. I don't know. You take a look around. Thanks. What'd you do with alpaca? That's okay. Don't worry. I just got caught up in picking out colors for my sister's new house. I hate painting. I just don't like it. It's just not Christopher coded. Artistic taupe? Taupe? How would you say this?
Taupe?
You tell me. I don't know. You looked at me weird when I say taupe. I don't know. Taupe? Trope? Alright, so we just made it to my sister's house, but I left my mic, so you guys are gonna have real-world conversation with Christopher today. Hopefully not get a copyright strike because of music. Here we go. Alright, first things first on the agenda is number one, get comfortable. Two, we're installing toilet roll holders. I did not think that this was on the agenda for today, but we will be installing toilet roll holders in the bathroom. Alright, here we go. First steps first, we're installing a toilet roll holder. What is this? What is today going to turn into? Anyways, we're at my sister's new house, and the first step is to get her a little bit more acquainted. Christopher gets to set everything up for her. So the first step is that this is the guest bathroom, and we're going to be setting up a toilet roll holder. So if you ever wanted to know what it's like to install a toilet roll holder, here you go. This is going to be a master class from Christopher on how to install a toilet roll holder. If not, this video is definitely not for you. So, first steps first, get yourself a toilet roll holder. Second step second is you need to align your toilet roll holder to the specific spot that you want it to go. Alright, this thing will come off. We wouldn't be having this issue. Alright, after I just had to fight a toilet roll holder to try to get the sticker off. Here we go. So you have to find the spot that you want your toilet roll holder to go, which for her, it's going to be 26 inches above the floor to the middle of the toilet roll holder. I think that's where she wants it specifically. So we have our 26 inches. We're going to align it in the middle between this light here to make our life a little bit easier. That is center. 26. All right, let's take a little tape measure out of the way. Light this thing out. There we go. All right, make sure we're still aligned. There we go. What was that? Oh, it was an automatic air freshener. Scared the daylights out of me. All right, put ourselves a little bit more in the center. Boom, bam, bop. Sure we're level. Stick her right to the wall. All right, now that we're level, now that we're all hunky-dory, let's go ahead and remove this guy out of there. Boom, bam, bop. We're gonna drill our first holes into the wall. We're gonna anchor them here. I don't know why we're gonna anchor them here, but just in case somebody wanted to have a little bit of fun, I guess, and throw down a toilet roll holder and put a little bit more effort that needs to go in there, we're gonna put a little bit of anchor bolts in here, just to be safe rather than sorry. So let's drill our first pilot hole. All right, good mark there. Second one. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and remove our toilet roll holder from the wall that we just put in there. All right, buddy. I know I just stuck you on there really well too. What's a little drywall? Fantastic. Good thing we're painting today. Stay. All right, let's get our anchors in there. Make sure we're all hunky-dory. All right, drilled ourselves our hole a little bit bigger. Just make sure everything's safe. We're gonna go ahead and anchor in our first. Should got a bigger mountain. That's what happens when Christopher tries to be gentle with things. It's like you always need to put a little bit more effort in. There we go. Uno el dos. Let's put our other toilet roll holder back on there. Tell you what, the sticky thing's not a game. Sticky thing is definitely not a game. All right, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. We're all lined up. All right, first screw going in here. Boy, that was an art right there, I tell you that. All right, one down, one to go. Put the second guy in there. Don't like this. Boom, bam, bop. Make sure we're all anchored in there. Not that anybody should be putting 400 pounds of force on their toilet roll holder, but it's in there. All right, put all the cover plates on. Make sure we look all nice and fancy. What's up?
Are we going, Doc?
Good. You have paint?
No.
You don't have white matte paint?
No.
Okay.
We need white matte paint.
Yeah, we will.
Go to the supply store.
Boom. There's one done. One more. Two. All right. Let's go ahead and put our toilet roll on there. Make sure we look all nice and pretty. Boom, bam, bop. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nice and stable. Looking good. Nice job. Alright, here we go. Toilet roll holder number 2. But this one should be a lot easier because this one is just going to be stuck on the wall. Because this is wood compared to the other one downstairs, which was going into drywall. So since this one's just wood, we're just going to use the sticky that's included in this, which I neglected to bring up. So, time out. I will be right back. Anyways, this is what the toilet roll holder looks like. In case you were curious. I don't know why my sister chose this design, but whatever. It's not my decision to pick aesthetics here. It's just my decision to help her out. Let me get the sticky. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got the sticky this time because Christopher neglected to get the sticky last time. So, let me show you guys what's going on. I'm filming right here and I'm filming right here to make you all understand where I'm looking. So, toilet roll holder, sticky. Sticky goes on to the bottom of the toilet roll holder, and then this goes on to here. But first we need to know how high we're going. My sister wanted 26 inches. Why? I don't know. That's my sister thing. Alright, so let's go ahead, see where we're going to go. Boom, bam, bop. Right here. Looks good to me. Alright, since we don't have a pencil, we're going to rely on the old nifty pointer index finger. Perfect. Let's go ahead and... Man, I really should mark that. Alright, we're going to have to do that all over again. Back out again. There we go. Let's be smart this time. Take the sticky off from the sticky adhesive thing. Well, what do I call this? Sticky applicator? No. Sticky. Let's just call it sticky. I feel like that one song from... Man, what's he called? What a great music artist, too. I'll have to look this up. I'll get back to you. But... Anyway, Tyler the Creator. Oh, I'm so happy I figured that out on camera. Made my life so much easier. Alright, man, this sticky thing is not a game. So, let's put that on that side. Let's go ahead and make sure we line ourselves up. Dude, this thing is strong, bro. A game. Alright, there we go. All perfect. Nice and flat. Let's go ahead and get our fancy dancy knife out. Take it off the top of the rest of the sticky. There we go. Nice and perfect. Alright, peel that side off. Make sure that does not stick to the corner. There we go. Alright. Put that away. Alright, back to exactly where we were a minute ago. 26. Index finger, fancy dancy. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Let's make sure this is on the correct side. Because I messed that up last time. Downstairs. Don't tell my sister that. She'll have no idea. I need to get that side. Thank you. Alright, so don't you move, fancy dancy. Finger holder. Right there. That's what we like to see. Boom, bam, bop. Make sure that we're level. And that's it. That's how easy it is to install a toilet roll holder. Now, the issue is that somebody should not be putting 25 pounds worth of effort while they're using a toilet roll holder. I say that, but people are crazy, and they'll probably do that anyways. So hopefully, she's going to have some strong guy over here that while they're using a toilet roll holder, they're going to put 25 pounds worth of force. If they do, it's surely to break that off. Not my problem, though. Not my problem. Alright, let's get ourselves our toilet.
It will probably become your problem.
It would become my problem. Very happy my sister decided to chime in there. Look at that! Ta-da! Alright, what do you think? Wanna check it out?
It's got paper tissue. Look good.
Cool. Seal of approval. Alright, back to the toilet roll holder chronicles. So, now we're in the bedroom number 2. And we have just this last one left. Just like before, let's use our big brain this time. Let's put the sticky on first. Because we messed that up last time. She didn't have a trash can? She did not have a trash can in here. Alright, sticky on, boom, bam, bop. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this guy. Learned our lesson last time because this thing is pretty tough to take off. I don't know why, but it is. Alright, there we go. All set there. Let's go ahead and make sure we are 26 inches above, because that's what Kaylee called for. That's what we will get. Boom, bam, pop. Let's use our index finger for reference here. Alright, there we go. Let's make sure we're on the right side. I think we got one. And make sure we're level. Looks good to me. Nice and stable, nice and flat. Nice! Hopefully you can see it. Good job! Do you want to build a shoe holder? Neither do I. But here we are. Let's go. I don't know what this thing is supposed to look like. All I know is that it was, Christopher, I need help building a shoe rack for my new house. Just like everything else. So here we go. I think this might be the bottom. I like the color though. It kind of looks like my desk. Hopefully this is just like IKEA furniture, because if you guys didn't know, Christopher is IKEA furniture builder certified. Alright, those two look identical. We're definitely not going to look at the instructions because no one uses those, nor should ever use those. Because we're a man, and being a dude, you just don't look at instructions. You just kind of say, looks good to me. So, I'm going to continue that path moving forward. First things first, we have to unbox this shoe holder. I think it's a shoe holder. Definitely should be pretty fun. I will link in the description where the shoe holder came from, because it probably came from Vietnam, if I had to take a guess. Because a lot of stuff is made in Vietnam now, China, and Italy. I don't know why that is. Probably because of like cheap labor. Anyways. Or child labor, something like that. I don't even know if I could say that, hopefully. Here we go. Ooh, is that the door front? This looks just like my ex's. I think she had one just like this. Ironically, my sister chooses a lot of stuff that my ex would really like. Alright, here we go. Let's move this stuff out of my way. Get out of there. Get, go, be gone. Alright, there's the other door. I'm gonna put that in. Yeah, that is definitely very Erica coded. Shout out Erica, hope you're doing great. Alright. Reply back to my 8-ball, by the way, bro. I don't know what's going on. That's so messed up. It was a joke. I hope everyone understood that was a complete joke. Alright, let's get this out. Put that off to... Oh, that doesn't match that. Alright, that can go there. That can go there. Let's get these ones out of there. That definitely is separate from the rest of those. So what I'm doing here is I've learned with IKEA furniture is that they have parts that look almost identical, and you put those identical pieces together. That way you could pick it out from the rest of them. And they're usually labeled alphabetically, which is pretty interesting. Alright, move, you guys can stay there. That looks pretty similar to me. Alright. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know what that section is. Stay. Alright. Don't you fall. Dude, that is not level nor plumb. Christopher's world, tell you that. Alright, that is a thin veneer. So I'm gonna put that there. This piece is here. Those are metal. Let's put that over the instructions, because I'm definitely not going to read that. Boom, bam, bop. Get that out of there. Oh, okay. Look at all this hardware. What is this piece? What even is that? Alright. That looks like the gist of all that. Let's get this stuff out of here. I have a nice clean floor to work on. My pile, not my pile, her pile of cardboard. Bam. Alright, let's get down on the floor here in a minute.